Alright, what is up, y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're going to be doing a little tackle review. Going to be going over all of my combos, what I use them for, what I think about them, and I think that's about it, but let's hop right into it. Alright, to start, we'll start over here at the spinning reels with this guy right here. This is my Daiwa Exceller. She's a little bit dirty. And then on a Shimano Scimitar rod. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. It is a 6.6 medium fast. I actually really like this setup. This is a perfect setup for if you're throwing smaller baits for reds, wacky rigs for bass, stuff like that. But I most of the time use it for redfish. If I'm throwing, like, say a weightless fluke or maybe a K-tail or just like a paddle tail on like a 16th ounce jig head, like this for the lighter stuff right here. But this reel for its price is actually a pretty good reel. I think it's that $99 mark. But if I'm being honest, I think I would go, if I could go back, I wouldn't get this. I'd just man up and spend like, I think it's $10 more for the Daiwa Fuego, which is mag sealed. But other than that, other than the fact that Daiwa Fuego is a little bit better, I've had no problems with this reel whatsoever. It's been a great reel. It's got a ton of drag. It's still super smooth to this day. I've had it for about a year-ish. But yeah, on to the next one. All right, on to the next one. This is my Penn Battle 3 3000. Ooh, this thing is a beast. I love this reel. They're just meat sticks. I caught like a 18-pound red snapper on it. There's meat sticks. And then this, a classic, an all-star A classic right here. This is a 7-foot, moderate medium, 8 to 17 pound line. This rod right here, for its price, it is a $50 rod, is probably, in my opinion, the best bang for your buck rod. I love this thing. I've caught plenty of redfish. I've caught big sheep's head. I've caught big snapper. Trying to think. Trout, flounder, about anything. And for $50, such a good rod. And a lot of times at Academy they go on sale. I think I got this one for $30 on sale. I love this thing. And then obviously everybody knows Penn Battles. They're just all around good reels. But my main thing I use this setup for is bait fishing. So like come winter sheepshead fishing, I love this combo for sheepshead fishing. Love it, love it. And then red fishing, just bouncing shrimp on a jig head or like a fish finder rig, stuff like that. That's what I love this combo. It's a little heavy for me to be throwing lures all day, but other than that, I have absolutely no complaints whatsoever about this rod. Let's move on to the next. All right, next one, I think we're gonna do this one. This is a newer rod, at least for me. This is a Daiwa TD Soul, 7-foot medium, 8 to 17 pound line on a Stratic 3000 FJ. So awesome setup for the little bit I did get to use it. I had it for, I think, maybe 2 days. Went fishing on the boat, caught a nice bass on it, like a 4-pounder, and a redfish on it. But as we were loading up the boat, I forgot to take it down from the T-top and broke the tip on it. Luckily, it's not that bad, so we should just be able to slap a new tip on it. But for the little bit I did have this, I love this rod. I actually ended up getting this on sale for $74, and I think that was a really good deal for this. And then Stratic, everybody knows the Stratics. Obviously, this is an older Stratic, and even it being an older Stratic, buttery smooth still. The only complaint I have about it is sometimes the roller bearing makes a noise, but let's not do that, break it again. Other than that, I have no complaints about the setup. This is an awesome setup, awesome setup. And just like the pin, I'll use this for bait fishing, but I also like this for lure fishing a lot. That's what I did before I broke it. I was lure fishing, and that's what I bought it for mainly. But it's got a good medium where it's not too light to be throwing bait, be sheepshead fishing, whatever it is. But it's not too heavy to be throwing lures all day. So that's why I love this setup. It's got the rubber butt, so you're not hurting yourself cranking in all those giants. Yeah. On to the next one. Let's see. I think this one's gonna be my next one. This is a Procyon AL 4000D. I don't know what the D means, but that's besides the point. On a Kunan Calico Jack rod. This is a 7.6 medium, 8 to 17 pound. I love this rod. I bought this for throwing lures a long ways because it's 7.6. I didn't have a 7.6 in my arsenal, so that's what I bought it for. I actually just caught a tarpon on this setup, a 30 pounder. Held up great. And then, yeah. The reel is a 4000. I picked this up for $70 on sale. This thing has been a beast. Like, one of the first days I got it, I got into a school of like so many redfish. I think me and my dad ended up catching like 21 redfish in an hour or something like that. But this thing handled great for that. It's got awesome drag. The only thing I kind of don't like about this, let's stop smacking it. Let's fix that real quick. Alright, perfect. The only thing I don't like about this reel is that it is not mag sealed. I feel like for that $180 range that it is new, I feel like this reel should be mag sealed. But, I mean, is what it is. Even though it's not mag sealed, I've dropped this in the water and it's still buttery smooth. It actually, I was taking it on my 4-wheeler across the street from my house to go fish, and since 4-wheeler was so loud, it fell off. I didn't even realize it fell off the 4-wheeler. That's what, there's a little scuff right there, plus the many other, but it fell off perfectly fine, no problems whatsoever. But yeah, I love this reel, and like I said, I use it for getting lures far, and then as well as bait fishing. I like this. I've started using this bait fishing a little more. I actually really like it. It's just kind of long. But other than that, this thing's awesome. On to the next. For the next one, we're going to do this bad boy right here. It's a Daiwa Regal 1000 on a Quantum Throttle 2 rod. This is a 6.6 8 to 12. I have nothing bad to say about this setup whatsoever. I've had it probably for about 6 months, the reel, and it is still smooth. Daiwas, I think, are running the game right now. They're just, I love them. At least in spinning reel. But I love these. I picked up, this rod was on sale at Ace for $9.99, I think. So I bought 3 of them. Because, I mean, $30 for 3 rods. If you break one, it's like, well, it's $9. It's $10. It doesn't really matter. But for what I spent, $10, this thing's awesome. I love this rod. Love this rod. Even for, I think they were 30 or 40 retail, still great rods. And this reel, again, awesome. It's got stupid amount of drag for 1000. Smooth. Caught redfish. I should have caught like a 25 on it the other day, but 25-inch redfish. But being that this line's so little, every time I tie braid or tie leader to it, it either slips or something happens. So I was just being lazy, and decided not to do it right. Fish straight braid, hooked the fish, got him to the boat. Sitting on the side of the boat, just flopping. We didn't have a net, and I was trying to gill him, trying to grab him. Eventually, I just got fed up, tried to lift in the boat, snapped off. But I mean, is what it is. And then what I use this combo for, like I said, it's just a fun smaller setup. Throwing the same thing that all the other inshore rods do, lure wise. Throwing paddle tails, throwing shrimp, bouncing shrimp, and then bass fishing as well. Throwing little rooster tails and little grubs, and wacky rigs or whatnot. But yeah, I definitely, I think this is $79. I don't know if I'd buy it this. Actually, I take it back. I'd probably spend $79 on this reel, but I think I bought it for $50. It was on sale. I just scope out. I'm on everything looking for the best deals, and that's how I get most of these awesome setups. But yeah, great reel, great rod, holds up great against big fish. On to the next. All right, it is starting to rain. I have to hurry up. But next rod, I kind of just threw this in there as a just cause. This is a Star Stellar Light 8-foot. I don't know what action is, but it's a 15 to 25 pound line. This rod I actually found. I found it I didn't find it. I take that back. My friend found it with a Saragossa on it, Shimano Saragossa. The reel, it was stupid how smooth it is, and we guess it's been sitting for probably around 6 months. Like, as you see, it had barnacles growing on it. But this rod, I straight up just took a pressure washer to it, knocked it all off. I had to knock all the grips off to make it work, but I just freaking threw some electrical tape on there. And then I had this is an 8000 Stratic that my dad actually gave to me because he's so tired of it corroding, because that had been corroding. He's like, I'm never buying a Shimano again. But I did a few, I forget what I did. I think I had to clean his truck. He just gave this to me. I'm like, heck yeah. But I had this kind of sitting around, so I was like, you know what? Might as well throw it on there. I've been using this for like beach fishing. Because it's 8-foot rod, so I can bomb it out there pretty good, and I can kind of beat it up. Because, I mean, rod was free, and it's about already beat up. All the, like, clear coat, I think, I don't know what it is. The epoxy on the bling, that's all gone. But yeah, this is just a fun, kind of goofy setup I made up just to mess around with. On to the next. All right. On to this one. This is one of my babies. I love this reel. This is a Daiwa Saltus MQ 5000 on a Tsunami Carbon Shield 2 rod. So 7.2, 15 to 40 pound. This reel's amazing. It's so smooth, buttery smooth, drag's awesome, mag sealed. It's got the monocore or whatever it's called body, so it's super strong. Love this thing. The rod, it's been nice. The only complaint I have about it is, you may have saw in one of my YouTube shorts, I was jigging offshore for amberjack, and when it bends, the backbone goes all the way into here, and you can feel that bend. It doesn't feel as sturdy as it should be, I think. But other than that, that's my only complaint about the rod. Reel's amazing, rod's awesome. This was one of my first, like, I guess you could say splurge combos. I just kind of went out and I was like, you know what, I need a new combo. But yeah, I use this thing for bigger inshore stuff, so tarpon, bull reds, big jacks, stuff like that, and then offshore stuff, amberjacks, flatlining stuff out of the back, chicken rigs, whatever it may be. But yeah, I love this thing. On to the next. All right, now we're gonna get into the baitcasters. This is first one we're gonna go into. This is a speed spool, Lew's speed spool. I don't even know what this thing. I got this for my 10th birthday, I think. So I've had it for 5 years. This thing's been great, except for my dang brother. He lost the spool tension knob cap thing on his speed spool, so he decides he wants to steal mine. So I'm gonna have to go get that back after this. But other than that, this thing's freaking awesome. I've had it forever. I mean, it hasn't blown up yet, nothing like that. And then the rod, this is a St. Croix Bass X. Bass X, this is a 7-1 medium. So this is a light rod. This is a very light rod. But it can handle so much, it's actually crazy. But I found this reel, actually not this rod. I found the 23 model at West Marine on sale for $50. So I'm like, heck yeah, give me that. I should have probably bought like 4 of them, but I only bought one because I didn't have the money. But then the grip, the reel seat that they had going, the like epoxy would come up, and it was like, it just didn't work. It was all messed up. So I submitted it for warranty. Gave me this brand new rod for free, completely free, because they were like, that's a common cause, that's our fault, blah blah blah. Completely free. But yeah, so I got pretty lucky with that one. And this rod, like I said, I'll use for bass fishing, flukes, weightless paddle tails. Trying to think if I'm throwing a Senko, stuff like that. That's about it. And then saltwater, I'll use, like you see right here. I was messing around with this for some redfish or whatnot. But yep, I love this thing. I've had this reel forever. Probably will just keep it forever, and if I lose it or something like that. But oh yeah, on to the next. All right, y'all. It is legit the next day. We ran into rain. Then I had to go to volunteering at. I was volunteering at my church or whatnot. But next reel, I think I've already gone over this a little bit. We got Curado DC on a Bull Bay LMG crankbait rod. All right, y'all. It is the next day. We had rain delay, as you probably saw if I kept it in the video, and then I had to go volunteer for Vacation Bible School. I was doing that. But next reel, everybody knows it. Curado DC. The DC's completely rubbed away. This reel has been through it. It has been through it, that's for sure. I've had it for about almost 2 years now, I think. And this, I've been so stupid to this and abused it way more than I should. Didn't know how to use my stuff. Whether it was, I've dropped it in the river a few times when it was so salty. So that's kind of ruined it. But it's still, the craziest thing is, still smooth. It just kind of makes some noises. But as you see, I threw a Gomexus handle on it. And then this is on a Bull Bay LMG crankbait rod. But I had to put this piece of electrical tape on it because again, I don't know what it's called, clear coat, epoxy, whatnot, was kind of peeling off. So I just threw that on there, just to keep it on there. This is a 7'4", 10 to 20 pound medium heavy rod. I absolutely love this rod. This is like the greatest chatterbait rod of all time. But I use it for legit anything. I've thrown smaller glide baits like that 5-6, somewhere around there, 5-6 inch range. I've thrown weightless paddle tails. I've thrown Senkos. I've thrown chatterbaits, spinner baits, jig heads with NLBNs, or the Z-Mans. Z-Mans are so good. I love the Z-Mans. But whatever it may be, I've thrown it on this rod. I've caught redfish on this rod. I've caught bass on this rod. I've caught sheep's head on this rod. About everything. But I have no bad words to say. If y'all are looking for a new bait casting rod in this dimensions to pretty much do anything, this would be the rod I would recommend, 100%. But yeah, on to the next. All right, last but not least, here she is in all her glory. Calcutta Conquest MD. Oh wait, it's upside down. Right there. Spin it back around. It's a 300 XG. Buttery smooth. It's got, oh my, I'm just beating up this gutter above me. Clicky drag. Tons of it too. It's meant for throwing those 10-ounce baits. It's just an absolute beast. I haven't truly got to use it and torture it good yet, but this was a recent pickup the last month or two. This thing, she's just beautiful. Look at it. But I have this rod paired on a F5 custom rod Ghost Code Mark II. This is 8-foot moderate fast, 8-foot heavy moderate fast, 2 to 6 ounce. Oh my goodness, this dang gutter, and this is why all my rods are broken, because I just beat them up. But there it is right there. Yeah, the rod, it's been pretty good. I know it was probably the shipping people. I wasn't F5's problem, but the rod eye, you can kind of tell it's bent a little bit almost. Came like that. But other than that, I love this thing. It's a beast of a swim bait rod. I use this swim bait. If I want, I could probably get into some tarpon, big redfish on it if I throw some braid on it. But this thing's freaking awesome. Sexy as all get out. Woo! The sunlight. This thing's awesome. Got the DNA spiral grip, I think is what spiral grips. Patent pending, it says. But, thing feels awesome. Throwing those big baits, big canines, depths 250s, anything and everything. But that is the last of them. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want me to do a tour on my dad's tackle, all of his 34, he's got too many rods. If you want me to do a tour on his rods, comment down below. But yeah, that's all. Like and subscribe. See y'all later.